and widening. Trying to do things a little different than we did last time. So what staff is proposing as part of this contract is we're breaking this into sub-phases to kind of minimize as much as possible disruption to both businesses and the traveling public. So what you see on the map up here is kind of the sub-phases that we have. Another idea that we have to try and gain as much control as we can for construction purposes is that we have in the contract that the contractor, whoever is hired, they cannot start another sub-phase without authorization from the city. Once again, that'll just keep us from having long stretches of roadway where people are unable to drive on. So the first phase that we're gonna start first thing in the spring is right there on the east limits of the project. They'll complete that one. Another way that we're doing things a little different, because it's a DOT project, we have working days, and that's for the entirety of the project. However, we also have working days for each sub-phase. So if a contractor were to go to kind of incentivize them to keep it moving, if they were to go over those working days for each sub-phase, then they get deducted on that one overall. So you'll see the first phase, and then the second and third, you'll see is the intersection improvements, the reconstructing and widening of those. Once again, that's for us to have a little bit more control. One of the things we want to avoid is, this will be a 2-year project, is to go into winter of the first year, having all lanes open for traffic. So if sub-phase 1 and 2 get completed, but we're, let's say, at the end of October, we can't get 3 in, we can stop work and have everything open to travel for the public and then start back again in the spring. Our desire is have 1, 2, and 3 in year 1 and 4 and 5 in year 2. But we'll have to see once we get a contractor on board. And I'm happy to take any questions if there are any.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Is there anyone from the public wishing to